Stoic Bodybuilding number 4. And today we have Rhys with us again. He went to Japan, so he will give us some insight of what he did there because he has some news. Also, we have some discussions we have to do about posing seminars because Rhys is basically nailing. Like he almost like have every month one seminar, which that is good. And we want some insight so he can give you more information. If you are close around, you can join as well. And also, we want more information of why he's doing that. Also, why? What was the first thing like he that got him into posing? And yeah, we will start with that.
Okay.
And the first thing is, tell us everything about Japan, man.
So Japan, I left this because there's an element of a shock factor here, right? Now I'm going to start with all the things that are good about Japan because the first night was enough to like write a movie about, okay? Like a crazy one. So it's an awesome place. So what I'm going to say, don't let it stop you from going. It is a wicked place to go. I wouldn't go in the summer because it's way too fucking hot. But the first night we went out there, we got date raped. We got spiked with drugs. We lost consciousness. We got took home by the police. I got tucked in by a police officer. There was sick everywhere in the hotel. My friend's card got cloned for £1,700, which is like $2,000. My card got cloned for like $1,000. We fucking had no recollection of what happened at all. Like, one thing we remember going to a bar, like having a beer, and it was cool, and then we were going to the next place. By the time we got to the next place, blackout. Like, fucking, I've not blacked out since I was like a teenager drinking on the streets. Like, I literally, and not even, couldn't even harbour a guess. I had a massive cut in my head. I woke up in the morning, touched it, and I was like, what the fuck? Bleeding everywhere. My friend who I was with, Daniel, his hand is shattered. His knuckle is like back here. Like, it's like he's punched his knuckle back into his hand. And yeah, it was crazy. So like, we went out drinking. We ended up like, we were avoiding street towns because we were told, right? Like, sometimes there's African American guys who move over there, who like then work for clubs, who then try and like kind of scam you and get you into venues. So we knew all this. We knew all this already. So we're like, okay, we won't do any of that. Which we didn't, but it happened anyway, somehow. We still somehow managed to get spiked. So, that aside, obviously the first night we woke up, we reported fraud. I was like, okay, like our cards have been scammed, like we've lost so much money, like we don't know what went on. The police were tucking us into bed, they're sick everywhere, like what the fuck's going on? So we contacted the bank, and the bank were like, yeah, no, that's your fault, and we're closing your bank account down. And I was like, what? So now I'm fucking in a foreign country, like victim of fraud. No, I have no idea what's going on, and the bank are like, no, it's your fault, we can't help you, basically fuck off. So, luckily we had other money and other bank cards. We spent the rest of the time, it was amazing. It was good. The rest of the time we went to Pokemon Center, we made some chopsticks, we went to some temples, we went to some sumo wrestling shit, we done some samurai stuff. It was cool, but like, it could have ruined the whole holiday. It could have, but it didn't. So, yeah, it was mad, man. It was mad.
Wait. So go back a little bit because I have so many questions now.
Yeah, go for it.
So what do you mean you were drugged? Like you got into a pub, let's say,
Yeah.
and you had the first drink. After that, like,
So, the guy, like, we had a couple drinks, but, like, when we went into the nightclub, like, we feel like it was the bartender who done us. Like, they spiked us with drugs, gave you the drink, fucked with drugs. We've had it, not know what's going on, and then basically, like, when we've been paying for other drinks, like, because we were still there, they basically got us to a state where you're so fucked up that you're not really paying attention to your card, and, like, they've took the card, cloned it quickly, and then gave us the card back. And then we've had the card, and we were just continued on, like, the night, thinking everything's fine. Then we woke up in the morning, obviously, like, police were fucking around us, tucking us into bed, they were sick everywhere, and we're like, what the fuck? First thing you do, obviously, after a night out, check your bank balance. And then we look at the bank balance and we're like, holy fuck, like, you spent £1,400 at a restaurant? And we're like, obviously not. But, yeah, it's just fucking, that's what it was. It's crazy.
And wait, did you learn how?
What?
How was your friends? No, no, no. How did you had a scar on your head and how? So nothing. So you still don't know what happened.
Fucking, I know nothing at all. I don't even know how we got home. All I do know is the police were literally, like, took us to reception. We're, like, waving the reception guy down, like, the concierge, who then gave him the keys to our room. So he could then, like, take us to bed and basically put us to bed. And that is the only fucking thing that I know, like, I can remember. Everything else is just black. Like, I don't have a clue about anything. Honestly. Complete blackout. I have no idea why his hands broke. I have no idea how I cut my head. I have no idea even how we got home. I have, other than the fact that the police tucked us in, like, blackout. And it's quite
Holy
common if you Google
crap.
this as well, right? So, like, if you're for anyone listening,
Yeah.
or watching, right? If you Google Kabayuchio, it's a place in Japan. It's like the opposite of, so it's like another variation of like Golden Guy, like two drinking places. Kabayuchio specifically, if you Google like Kabayuchio date rape or like drugging, the list is endless. Like the entire place is known for like credit card scams, frauds, and like drugging people.
In general, Japan, if you think about it, they're a very like respectful, kind of like calm country. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
underground Japan, like kind of like the
Yakuza and that.
underworld of Japan is
Yeah.
probably the most wild out there. Like some of the things that are going on there, and it's very common. Like everyone knows, especially for tourists, they like taking advantage of tourists because we're very easy targets. They think of us
Stand out.
as idiots, which we kind of are compared to them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I mean, I think me and Minas, we got lucky because we didn't go to like any drinking places, so there wasn't any like occasion for anyone to take advantage of us.
Yeah.
But I've heard horror stories as well. There's like even more extreme stories where people wake up and they're missing a kidney. So
Yeah, well, I know, to be honest with you, when I was speaking to a friend back home, he was like, he obviously Googled it, and he was like, by what I'm reading, it sounds like you actually got out there pretty good. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, we could be dead or like missing some of your organs. I was like, well, yeah. I've seen people like waking up on the street, like with no phone, no passport, no wallet, no ID, like nothing, no idea where they are. So I guess it could have been worse. But, well, long story short, we enjoyed the other 6 days of the holiday. The bank eventually gave me my money back, and my scar on my head's healed. Dan, on the other hand, the bank are still refusing to give him his money back, and he's still got a broken hand. So I'll take the win. It could be worse. It could be worse. But everywhere else, I agree with what Cleo was saying. Like Japan is like the safest place. Now, like I want to try and express that because honestly, don't stop me from making anyone else that watches go, because it is actually really fucking safe. But if you just stay away from crazy drinking places, you won't get in any shit. But as soon as you start getting fucked up and doing some dodgy shit, then it's very easy for you to get washed up in the madness, for sure.
Are you sure you have every organ in your body?
No.
Go for labs. Check the kidneys.
I was missing organs from other stuff. That's not about, it's not to do with Japan.
Bro,
Other stuff.
they saw you like Jack and they were like, okay, so no organs from him, just money.
Well, I'm glad I woke up and actually like wasn't sore anywhere. Like, see if I was like, oh, what's going on there? Oh my fucking god! Could you imagine that? I'd be like, no way. That'd be mad.
Holy
But,
fuck, man.
yeah, it was crazy. So like, it was a fucking awesome holiday. I would definitely recommend going, but just don't. The thing is, well, like, I don't even drink really anymore at all. So like, we just wanted to do it one night, and that one night ended up being fucking a disaster.
Perfect mix.
Yeah, for sure.
So, which one was your favorite place that you went?
Oh, Akihabara probably. Probably Akihabara because it's like mad anime shit all the time, everywhere you go. And like, I mean, that's not for everyone's reason they go, but that's a good chunk of the reason you go, right? So I thought that was fucking pretty awesome. We got the bullet train from Tokyo into Osaka, and we went to Universal Studios as well. That was fucking fun. If it wasn't so damn hot, it would have been more fun. But it was like, It was uncomfortably hot, like hotter than fucking Dubai hot, like crazy, crazy hot. So yeah, no, that was probably the two favorite parts, I would say. What about you guys?
When we went to Japan, I mean, we went to the same places. Like, we did go to Osaka and Universal Studios. We did go to Akihabara, which was probably Minas's favorite place. I spent most of the time holding our drinks and waiting for him outside of, figurine places, which was fun. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I
But
spent a lot of time in there as well.
my favorite place was Kyoto because I like traditional Japan. I love anime, don't get me wrong, and I love the modern, like, I love the Tokyo nightlife and all that, but, Kyoto and staying at a traditional, traditional place with, like, where they give you all, like, the clothes and the traditional meals, and I don't know, that's my vibe.
I didn't actually go into Kyoto. It's the only place I went to was Osaka. But I know I kind of missed all of the traditional Japan, which I think would have been cool. Like because it's like the whole rural Japan where you like when you envision Japan in your head, that's what I think about. But then when you go to Tokyo and it's like fucking New York on steroids, it's like whoa, it's quite overwhelming. So yeah, I think if I was to go back to Japan, I would probably just go and do like a tour of more rural Japan. I feel like Tokyo wise, I feel like I fucking completed it, mate. I've done everything plus the crazy story. So I don't need to go back to like Tokyo, if you will, because I've fucking done everything now, and I've been drugged. So I'll just go the other bit.
I would go if I would go back to Japan because in the past when I've been to my with my parents, I've also been to like Kinosaki, I've been to Kobe, I've been to other like smaller cities that are really nice. I would like to go to Okinawa. Very different. I think that's like the beaches. It's almost like island
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
vibey. So I think that would be very different.
When you went to
And I
Kobe, did
think it
you
would
get
be
some
cool to also see Japan in the winter, like in the snow areas. You know
Yeah,
where they have like those blue monkeys and like the hot spring waters. I think that would be really cool.
the onsens, like the hot spring, and like if you have any tattoos on your body, you're not allowed in.
Yeah. I didn't have any tattoos when I went with my parents. Now I wouldn't be able to go anymore.
Yeah, I'd immediately go and they'd be like, "Yeah, fuck off." I wouldn't even get to walk up to it. They would like, I'd go that direction. They'd be like, "Nah, nah, 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 you fucking fuck
Turn the
off."
other way.
Yeah, yeah, fuck off. I'm like, oh, okay. So I kind of miss that. Like I didn't go train at the gyms because there was like one gym that would allow us to train with tattoos, and it was a while away from where we were staying. So I just had to go like a whole week fucking untrained, which is unheard of. Um, but it's because they fucking hate tattoos so much. I think again it's because they link it to like the underworld, kind of like the Yakuza type of thing. So obviously being fucking head to toe, literally in tattoos, that there was like a lot of the older people that would like look at you for ages, but what the fuck. But some of them stopped you and were like admired you for ages because they don't see anyone with a lot of tattoos out there as well. So they kind of like want to ask you questions about it. But it was yeah, I would love to do hot springs, but I just can't. I'm fucked for it now, permanently.
Yeah. They don't like they don't like tattoos. They don't like a lot of piercings. Everything it's anything that gives thug vibes.
Yeah.
Um, there's also a deeper meaning to it about like the sanctity of like of like the purity, like if your skin is not pure, if you've got ink on it, etc. So there's like a deeper, more closer to like religious reason as well. That's probably
Yeah.
why the older population is more shocked.
Yeah, yeah.
um
I think that's more the reason to
and
do with the onsens and stuff. Like it's more about your actual like your soul and cleansing like the
yeah, you're not pure, you're not
yeah,
pure.
yeah, yeah,
But we also got the same, like, we didn't train at all for like almost 2 weeks that we were there, but that was on purpose. Like, we decided it was our honeymoon, so we were like, fuck
yeah.
it,
Take a fucking
we're
day
not.
off at least. Yeah,
Yeah, but you could see like there are an active and fit like people, but there's not a lot of gyms. Like they don't do a lot of weightlifting. Even the hotels that we were staying in, like the gym that they had was a joke. They're not really into like the weightlifting, and we were often stopped. Like a lot of people were like, especially for me, when they were seeing me with like muscles, and they were like, you know, like almost they wanted to take a picture with me because they thought like I was an action figure. I felt like an animal in the zoo. They were like, "Can I take a picture with you?" Like, sure.
Yes. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I can imagine that, like, because even in their statures, like, especially the girls, they're all quite, like, small and dainty, but, like, every which way. Not in just terms of, like, not being, have any fat on them, but, like, in their frame and everything, like, they're no muscular at all. They're all just quite, like, tiny. So, like, if you see any women at all with, like, fucking, especially a pro athlete, I can imagine they'd be like, what the fuck? Like, even me, I'm not even that big. And there was, like, Japanese guys who were like, whoa, fucking, look at you. And I'm like, imagine if, like, fucking a super jacked guy came, like, Andrew Jacked walked through there or that. They'd be like, you know what I mean? They wouldn't understand what was fucking going on. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are not pure, guys. I am pure. You have tattoos. But
Are you,
I am
are you
pure.
pure, are you?
Yeah, I'm pure, man. What do you mean? I don't have,
Boring.
I don't have tattoos on me. So now, critical question.
Yes.
From the figures that you saw,
Yeah.
anime figures,
Yes.
which one do you like more? Or the anime places that you have been?
So I think it was, oh, what was it called? Super Potato. And it's like a fucking giant 5-story tower of just like all figures in Akihabara. So I went there. I thought all of the figures are cool because I'm actually a fucking massive dork when it comes to this kind of stuff, right? So like I love anime. So I thought everything was interesting. I won a bunch of shit. I came home. I actually surprised how I managed to get home and not have to pay for more luggage
Yeah.
because I packed a suitcase full of stuff because like I was thinking I'll wear an outfit like if I go to the gym, but obviously couldn't go. Then I'll wear an outfit during the day. I'll change an outfit at night. So I had a bunch of stuff with me. I won a giant Gengar teddy like this fucking big, right? And then I won a fucking giant Eevee teddy that was like this fucking big. So then I'm like walk around like with two massive teddies like okay how the fuck am I getting this home? And then I actually seen it was a Dragon Ball Z figure of Broly.
Yeah.
I won that, but I remember John, like Lofthouse John, he only collects Dragon Ball Z figures. So
Yeah,
I actually
yeah.
posted that to him, to his mum's house when he gets back to the UK. He'll have that there. And then Demon Slayer, actually, the movie Infinity Castle dropped when we were there. So we got off at Akihabara Station, and there was like a fucking 1,000 people like in front of us, all dressed up in Demon Slayer shit. And we're like, what the fuck's going on? So it was the drop of the DVD. So I actually grabbed the DVD and sent it back to Sammy as well, because Sammy's been talking about seeing Infinity Castle for like months because they just didn't release it. So when they dropped it, I sent him a copy of that back home. But yeah, I thought all of the figures are cool, man. What about you? When you were there, like I take it you just fucking same as me, peak anime shit like that you watch.
Yeah. So the thing was because we were about to move, like we will go back in Cyprus, and then after a month we needed to move to US.
Yeah.
So I didn't got many things for me. We want some stuff, like we got like a lot of things from there.
Yeah.
And I bought some figures as well. I bought some for friends that they are into anime, and like I got them, like a present, let's say.
Yeah.
But for me, I got like Deku, which more like back
Echo
home.
from My Hero, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what else? More stuff. I think that we bought was more electronics. So, for example, I went there. I bought my Nintendo. We bought like things for the camera. We got. I think we got things for you as well, right? Like for eyes, like contact
Yeah, the
lenses.
Yeah,
skincare out
I
there is
got a lot
getting
of
fucking
cosmetics.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
got
heard that.
skincare, I got cosmetics, I got like masks and
But yeah,
I
for
mean,
anime, I didn't pick that much because, like, how will I be able to like, move it here? Also, like, all our stuff that we have back in Cyprus is like in the boxes back to my house, so I didn't want to take much of a place, like, to get a lot of
You're just giving yourself more stuff to move.
Yeah.
And me and Minas are the opposite. So Minas is a hoarder. He will
Right.
hoard the living shit out of everything. Okay? And I'm the opposite. I get like my OCD won't let me have a lot of stuff. I'm very minimalistic. So whenever even clothes, if my wardrobe gets a bit too full, I'm like, okay, I'm donating half. Because I can't have too much stuff. And I think it's like almost I feel like it's an instinct, like in case I have to like leave in a hurry for an emergency, I want to be able to like pack my life in a single suitcase and go.
I'm ready to go at all times. If we go to war, I'm out of here.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
So
actually
I
the
don't want to
same
be
as you.
holding on to like. That's why like my dad was always like stressing me because he would be like sending me books and like old family stuff that were like important, and I'm like, you're stressing me because now I need to make sure this is safe, and I
I need
don't
to look
want
after
this,
this now.
you
Yeah,
know.
fuck. I'm the same as you. Like my missus, my girlfriend Lisa, she is like a fucking hoarder. Hoarder. She says she's not, right, but she definitely is. Whether it's like I honestly I could I'm the same as you, I could fit my entire fucking room into like one box. And with my clothes, obviously now that I've Iron Icon, like all the other clothes I had, I've just thrown them out and I only wear my own stuff. And even then, even if I've got too much of my own stuff, I'm like, okay, this wardrobe's fucking freaking me out. I need to give some away. Like, I'm the exact same. Every single year, without fail, around like the middle of September, just before Christmas, I'll do a huge clear out of like any random like knickknacks that I haven't like appreciated for 6 months or whatever, or any clothes that I haven't worn in a while. And I'll just try and get as much shit out of my house as possible, like every year, like once a year, just before Christmas time.
That's what I do too. Especially if whenever there's like a move or something, it's like the perfect opportunity to like do a cleanup.
Half your shit, like yeah, like
Yeah,
like
and sometimes he
like a drawer.
won't let me. Like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna throw these away, and then he'll make me feel bad because he's like, no, they're nice, they look good on you, keep them, and I'm like, oh fuck me, now I have to keep them.
Yeah,
Bro, I don't know why, like, even the boxes of things. Bro, I have the box of my first PSP that I got, like, when I was 12.
the first PSP box. If it was unsealed, like if it was sealed with a PSP in it, it might be worth something. But if it's just an empty cardboard box, man, that's like 20 years old,
No, bro.
you should throw it out.
That
Bro.
cardboard, like, look, every electronic thing that I got, even my laptops, I bought them on my own.
Yeah.
So the PSP was the first. No, my Game Boy was a present from my father.
Yeah.
So that was my first electronic.
Yeah.
But the second one, the PSP, I was working all summer in order to buy that PSP.
So why don't you just appreciate the PSP and throw the box out?
No, man, like everything needs to be saved.
He
So
does
yeah,
the
it
same
needs to be
with his
saved.
boxer shorts. There are some that are holding on by a thread, but he still wears them.
I had these boxer shorts since I was 9. You're sentimental now.
It's like Spider-Man, man.
Holding on to all your stuff. Fucking don't want to let go. Oh Christ. You should do like a 60-minute makeover, Cleo. Like send him to the gym one day, or like when he goes to a posing lesson, and when he comes back, just gut the house out and throw out his shit or hide his shit, freak him out.
Oh no,
Like,
I would get in a lot of trouble.
Just had to clear out, and then he'd be like, "No, where's my boxes of stuff?"
So here, because we don't have like the room that we had back home,
Yeah.
I am throwing some away. But
Open up the closet behind you. Open up, cause he's lying through his teeth. Open
no,
up that
wait.
closet.
I hold the package of Nintendo, which because I move it like I put everything back in the box to be able to move just the box, and I have the PSP box as well. Because what I thought was if I moved to a different house where we moved like we had to move, I put them back in the box so I can move them safely. So that's the only 2 boxes that I have, and I can prove that.
You just see tons of boxes
Dude,
fall out.
you see, I have the PSP box. I don't know if you see.
Yeah.
What is that one? Oh yeah, that is a microphone that still has things in. And then this stuff is your father's stuff, okay? It's not mine. So
That's
yes,
not
you
too
see,
bad.
Now I'm clear.
That's not too bad, man. That's not too bad. The drawer under my bed's worse than that, man.
But yeah, bro, like I am holding every box like I don't know, I can't throw it away.
What are you planning on doing with these boxes in like 10 years' times where you're like, I still have the first PSP box? Like,
So I put everything back in their box at some point if I'm not using them.
right.
So instead of leaving them out, I prefer to put it in the box, sit it back again because like the box, I don't rip them, you know. I'm like
Yeah, because you're going to hold on to them forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
it's like the goblin from Lord of the Rings. My precious.
Just sitting with a ton of cardboard boxes behind you, like, fuck off.
And then there is clear like fuck off, throw them all out.
One day, man, one day, Cleo, you'll be able to get rid of the boxes,
I
I'm
mean,
sure.
and I mean, just to tie it, I think for me it's like a bit for this, like to bring back like a Stoic principle. For me, the more minimalistic, the more it's kind of what they say. Like the less clutter there is in my house, the less clutter there is in my head.
I fucking agree with you 100%. Like, sometimes, you know, like, if you get ill, right? Or let's just say you both get ill because you live in the same house, right? And then, like, the housework goes to shit a little bit. Like, stuff isn't as tidy because you're both dying, right? And then, like, when the house is messy, you feel like your mind's messy as well, right? I'm the same. Like, if the house is tidy as fuck and I wake up in the morning and everything's immaculate, I feel like there's nothing in my head, you know what I mean? It's just, like, clear as day. So I completely agree with you. I think if you want for less, you don't hold on to a lot of stuff and like you're quite minimalistic. Like material things don't hold as much as a value in your heart really, because you don't really, you know what I mean, you don't get attached to as much stuff. So like for me, I've moved house quite a lot, right? So like quite like what you were saying, it's a good opportunity to get rid of like half your shit. Yeah. Because you don't actually realise how much stuff you've got until you move, and then you like pull out a box, you're like, shit, I didn't realise that box is from like 10 years ago, what the fuck is it? Open it up and it's just a bunch of shit you haven't used or touched or looked at for 10 years. So then you're like, okay, what's the fucking point of having it then? Do you know what I mean? So then you just chuck it out. Or at least I do. Or you do. Maybe not my ass. But I've done that. So I moved like 4 times in 5 years. So almost like once a year, like every year. And now I have like fuck all. I have like an office, like this little office. I've got like some knickknacks and random shit up there and stuff. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Like, I could pack everything into this fucking one room, apart from appliances and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I take it, but I moved to the US, I didn't even take my pro card with me. I didn't take any of my trophies, any of my medals, because they're like a piece of metal. They're like, I don't know. I don't assign any value to it. Literally, the pro card is literally a piece of styrofoam. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And I don't need that to remind me of like who I am and what I've accomplished, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so I make a point of like not attaching to material things, and it's the same. I've always been like that, and I think it's something that people in my life have often struggled to understand. Because like my dad would always like buy me random gifts. That was his way of like showing affection. And they ended up in the trash, all of them, because they were just pieces of like material that were valuable to me for maybe a month, and then I got sick of them. And same thing with like Minas. Every now and then she's like, I want to buy you a gift, like pick something, and I'm like, I don't care, like, you know. Or he'll show me jewelry and he's like, which one do you prefer? And I'm like, they look the same to me, I don't give a fuck. So I'm like, I am the easiest wife that you could have, and you're not appreciating it.
Well, there's that, or it's the hardest one. What about Christmas, where you have to buy them gifts, and you're like, oh, what do you like? And you're like, nothing. You know, you're like, well, fuck. This is going to be hard to buy gifts for.
Bro, no. Now I know that I will get her, let's say, like oil for the body. I will get her something like for the bath.
Isolate, creatine, glutamine.
Something that I can use, right? Something that I can use, and it'll, like, I can finish it. Like, if it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah, a perfume. I love perfumes, for example. I will wear it. You know, it's a useful gift.
Because you can get to the end of it and throw it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So the gift needs to be consumable, or if it's a little knick-knack that's meant to just sit on a shelf and fucking be there, then that's
Yeah.
pointless.
Or
So,
like he bought me an espresso machine. Like
yeah.
I use it every single day without fail. That was an excellent practical gift.
Yeah, I love those little machines. I've got one as well. They're the best thing ever. Like, so good. I suppose that way, like, that's both, where it's technically a consumable, but also not, because it does have to sit in your kitchen the whole time, but you get to use
Yeah.
it. Yeah. But that's fair enough, fair enough.
So yeah, also something about that I want to point out, like for Japan, like people are talking and you are watching everywhere the nice things about Japan, but there are the bad things as well. So something that you see as like whatever shines is not always gold.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
don't watch only like reels on Instagram, because like reels on Instagram won't just show like the bad side of something. They would
yeah.
try to only push out the good things in order to attract you to do that. The same goes for bodybuilding. So
Yep.
if you think just using like a PD or something to just look nice, yeah, think of what would happen inside of your body. So before you do anything, just search everything up to see what are the bad things
Yeah.
of the specific thing you want to do. So one more philosophy out of that
Yeah, I think
that I wanted to say before.
you're definitely right with that. But I think social media in general, right? Me and Dan were saying that when we arrived in Japan. What we envisioned Japan, like before you went to Japan, right? Before you went to States, what you perceive in your head to Japan to be, and then what it is when you get there, it's almost underwhelming. Although it's cool, but like you imagine it to be so much better than what it is, and it's still good. It's not like, I'm not saying it's shit. It's fucking awesome, but like you think it's even greater in your head, and then you get there and you're like, oh, okay, that's not as brushed up as what I thought it would. But because everyone on social media, every single post, it's like, oh, come and do the best experience ever, or like this is the most amazing thing to do in Japan. It's all positive, 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 positive. So much so that you're like thinking, I'm gonna go here and all this amazing stuff's going on. So the first thing that you get that's like mildly disappointing, you're like, ah, this isn't fucking all these amazing things all the time. You know what I mean? So it's almost like they hype themselves up so much that it kind of disappoints you a little bit. You know? But if no one was hyping it up all the time and they were just like, oh yeah, it's great, then you just go and you're like, oh yeah, it's great. But you know what I mean? If they're like, oh, it's the best thing you'll ever do in your entire life, it's fucking, no, you know what I mean? And then it's not.
So now, what I want to do is, I want to show, because like Rhys, as we said the previous time, he has Iron Icon, and I want to show the page of Iron Icon.
Cool.
So you can join. I will add the link also in the description. You can use Stoic 10, which is the code for our podcast. So you can join in. Also, new releases are out, which I am wearing. This one right now.
Yes.
So this one, fucking Hermes, Greek mythology. Also, there are nice pieces here and new releases. Where are the new releases, bro?
Oh, they're not on the website just now. The brand new ones, the vests that we just done with Performance Gym, because they're exclusive to that gym.
Okay, okay.
Because we teamed up with that gym, you can only get them there. However, we will drop 50 of them only in about 2 weeks' time. So they'll only ever
The
be 50 on our
pants look
website.
really interesting because it's hard to find good pants. I feel, especially for like athletes, because you know you can kind of get away with like t-shirts and hoodies and stuff, but like for legs, right? Something that's built for like muscular legs that doesn't look, you know, very goofy on like it's hard to find. So I think these are really good value and probably half price of what you would buy for other brands with like half the quality. So
For sure.
the hydration, like line, I think is very, very, very interesting.
We wanted to try and because we're a Scottish brand, that hydration electrolytes company is also a Scottish brand that's up and coming. And I had to look at the panel on it, and the panel's actually really fucking good. You've got like 1.5 grams of pink Himalayan salt, you've got like a good whack of potassium, like it's got all the electrolytes, it's got magnesium in it. The panel's actually pretty fucking good. So they reached out to us and they're like, "Do you want to collaborate with us?" And I thought, you know what, why the fuck not? But then I had the kind of idea, and I was like, I think I might just gradually put supplements on the store as well, because why not? People are
It's
already,
bodybuilding, bro.
you know, I mean, it's already we already do clothing for basically bodybuilding, so why not chuck supplements there and then you can come and get both? So fuck it, we're gonna do it.
Yep.
But we are dropping new stuff. This that I've got on, it's a waffle t-shirt, but it's not out yet. But this is going to be dropping soon. It's like an oversized rag top.
Oh, that's not. Those are nice. Yeah.
It's like waffle material where it's like kind of that lining.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're dropping these soon. Some old school vests. The old school. Remember the Samuel Benoit bodybuilding shorts? They're 4 inches fucking big. You know the
Yeah.
ones that all the old school guys used to wear. We're dropping them soon as well. So we've got a whole fucking range of stuff, and we're going to do female only halter necks, sports bras, and leggings soon.
Perfect. So yeah, as I said, guys, use Stoic 10. You can order what you want. The quality of the product is amazing. Also, the design is amazing, and the colors. I didn't find especially this color right here. I didn't see it anywhere else. It's really unique. Also, the colors for these shirts here.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So yeah, order, use the code for an extra discount, and yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
You're welcome, brother. Oh. Now, biggest question: how Rhys got into bodybuilding? Sorry, not bodybuilding, posing.
Posing. Okay. So, how I got into posing? I actually kind of enjoyed it. When I first got into bodybuilding, posing I actually enjoyed more than every other aspect of it. Obviously, there's so many aspects to it. Kind of you've got to be regimented with your time in, your meal time in, you're cooking all the time, prepping food, training, and enjoy as well. But I actually just enjoyed posing the most. You got to enjoy everything, but posing was way more up there. And I got into it I don't really know how I kind of got into it. I just started with John, the Posing Academy, and then I was trying to get better. And then I think it was Sammy or John that reached out and they're like, "You've got a fucking natural talent for this. You're moving way further ahead and doing things that someone more advanced would be doing, whether you don't actually have a foundational knowledge of posing, so to speak." So I was just kind of was like, okay, awesome to hear. Let's see how fucking far we can take this thing. So I just dived into posing. I was drilling, copying routines on YouTube from all the greats, Kevin Devron, or you've got Ed Cornway, old school. Just kind of learning routines, listening to music, and just trying to get a feel for it. And that's pretty much it, man. Honestly, I think the thing that made me better, a better poser, is by emulating routines from people that are better than me. Because it takes you out your comfort zone. I think Sammy done it was a fucking 560-degree spin from a side pose into a kneeling lunging pose. And I was looking at it and I was like, how the fuck would someone possibly do that? And then you try it and try it and try it. It doesn't matter how long it takes you, but then when you get it eventually, you're like, okay, that's a lot easier than what I thought. It looks harder than it actually is, but it's just because you don't know what to do. And then I think after a while, you push yourself out your comfort zone enough, you get better at it. And that's ultimately it, man. It's nothing, I've not got that interesting a story about it, man. I just really fucking like posing. That's about as deep as it
Basically,
goes.
that's what it was from me as well. I got in, yes, I liked the training, because when I started lifting, it wasn't, I didn't knew that I would start doing bodybuilding.
Yeah.
So I love the training. I love following the nutrition. But when I start moving my body to the music, and basically paying attention to the poses, how the body looks when you pose, I was like, we found something new that we didn't knew. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
time to put more effort in that.
yeah.
And yeah, that's how I got like into posing as well and tried to learn more. So mine, it wasn't Sammy and John that reached out to me. It was someone else that, I was basically the first one that was my teacher without knowing me was John, because I bought them.
The original fucking book.
The Golden
Yeah,
Boy
the Golden
posing.
Boy. Fucking
Yeah, those videos, and I was trying to basically, yes, I listened to what John said, but I was like trying to break down everything from it and get everything out of it. And after that, yeah, Daniel reached out to me, and I got into his program, and then he sent me to John to basically teach me how to pose correctly, and then I moved to John.
Yeah. Daniel had a bit of a grey area.
Yeah. But
Um,
yeah, everything from there like took the turn, like, and I reached the point that I am today. But yeah,
I think it's like interesting because some people, and I see it like now that you coach people and that stuff as well, right? Especially from a posing coaching perspective. Everybody needs it, right? Even people that are awesome at it still need it, right? Especially like I think people that pros, for example, right? You get a lot of IFBB pros who still pose like shit, and then they just kind of you act like if you were to approach one of them, they'd be like, no, I'm a pro, like I'm ultimately better, and you're like, okay, cool. You have a pro physique, but you present it like shit, for example, right? But when it comes to like, the amateur people, like you see around here, you also get people that just kind of ignore it,
yeah,
right? And then like not realizing it's half the sport, right? So you you spend all your time getting jacked, you spend all your time getting shredded, and you go up there and you get asked to do a quarter turn and you do this, right? Like you don't know where you are. Then what the fuck are you doing for a start? But like those people, they don't actually care. But then you get someone who comes along, right, and they book a show, and then you're like, when's your show? And they're like, oh, I'm going to compete in 2 years' time, but I want to get my routine done now. I want to be fucking posing now. I want to get into it like years and years ahead, and you get them like hooked on posing, where they end up veering away from bodybuilding and kind of, even though they're intertwined, but care more about posing than fucking their meals or training or stuff. Like it's weird because sometimes you get people who are just really fucking into it, like that you can see the passion.
the thing is, like, posing can teach you how you can feel your body better as well.
Yeah,
So it's something that, yes, from the beginning, because nobody was talking about posing at the time. Like when I started like bodybuilding, I was trying it. I was trying to learn it or basically to unlock it for me on my own. But like as the years pass and I understand how important it is, and I'm talking about that a lot, like on social media, is exactly this. If you start posing early,
Yeah.
you can basically progress more and
Yeah.
faster because you learn how to control every muscle, how I'm gonna move my shoulder or my elbow, how to protract the lat, and how to drag the bar down to feel the contraction of the lat.
Yeah.
So those kind of things comes from from posing. And that is what I'm trying now to build, like something that can, put everything in one.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will see how that will go. But yeah, this is something that people need to understand. Like posing can teach you a lot of things, and don't neglect it. For example, I have a lot of people come to work with me like 2 months out from their show, and they expect, yeah, can we do like one session per week? Do you think I will be ready? And I'm like, bro, it depends on how you practice. Like I can show you things, but I can show you things like as fast as you can learn. So if you don't learn the basics, for example, if you don't know how to hit a correct quarter turn, don't expect to know how to rotate good on your side chest, or don't expect to learn how to open your back good when you're hitting your back double bicep.
Yeah, yeah.
So everything is connected. You need to have the basic things and then proceed on there.
Yeah, for sure. I think
But
like
yeah.
see when it comes to the posing, see like the mind muscle connection type of thing, right? Like have you know so a posing fucking coach's worst nightmare is someone that doesn't know how to connect with their lats at all, right? Like because they just can't really teach it. There's ways you can kind of like show them how to get it on and like try and get them to get it out, but like if they don't have that, it makes it so much more difficult because they don't understand. But you know, if you get like a more jacked athlete, right, someone who's trained for years,
Yeah.
who has no posing experience, they'll probably be able to turn their lats on because they spent years like feeling the muscle, connecting with the muscle, engaging the size on. So when they're aware, like their body awareness is much more than like if you get like a skinnier dude who's just started his bodybuilding journey, who hasn't that much training experience or any posing experience, he might struggle to get it on because he's not trained enough to actually feel like what it is to try and contract like isolate a contraction with your mind almost. You know what I mean? If you're training a muscle, you're not just being like, bring it down. You're thinking, right, okay, there's the lat. You know what I mean? Pull it in, like roll with the lat, not roll with my arm, so to speak. And it's it can be bothersome. Like I spent a whole call just trying to get a guy to get his lats out. So I was like touch under here, like get a pen under there, fucking turn your hands up to the roof, get your lats out. You know what I mean? Feel like sit like this for ages and see what it feels like, and then come back to me because every time I was getting him to put his lats on, like he would just disappear because he would
Yeah.
like, where his scapula protracted and his lats would just vanish. Whether it's a pain in the ass.
And like, those things though are things that a posing coach can teach you, and if you don't know how to do it on your own, then you need someone that can guide you, because like activating your muscles correctly, it's something that you can learn through posing. So yeah, everyone needs, even if you're a pro, like the thing that you said with the pro, like I commented on guys, on a guy that he was teaching posing. And he was trying to explain at a video how to engage the lats, but he was basically speaking on, he was talking for beginners,
Yeah.
but actually the thing that he was saying, it was for advanced athletes.
Yeah, yeah.
And I wrote like a comment, yeah, but you forgot, like with a good manner, I didn't went there like a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
You know, like, you fucking piece of shit. No, I went there and like wrote like everything you said was perfect, but what if it's a beginner? Like that thing is not for a beginner. Like a beginner needs to do this first in order to activate. And like he was like, yeah, you know what? I'm a pro. I know what I'm doing. And I was like, bro, like having a title doesn't mean you know, or it doesn't imply, doesn't mean that you immediately know what you're doing. Like there are a lot of people that have a fucking title, but they still don't know the basics of things. So don't try to, because you've won a fucking title, or maybe you went to a show that there were like 2 people and you got the pro card, like trying to play the big man out there.
Yeah. It happens more often than not. I think honestly, like it's like the pro card almost enables them to just get away with not doing it because they're just like, nah, but I'm a pro, so I'm immediately better. You know what I mean? It doesn't happen in every instance, but there's like I don't often, in fact, to be fair, I rarely ever actually approach people for me to pose them. Normally I just let people come to me because I used to reach out and do cold messages and stuff, and normally it's like it's either really well received or it's not really well received. And I couldn't be bothered with like the people who are like, oh yeah, what makes you so fucking experienced, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How can you teach me what you're saying you're good and can and all that stuff? Cause I couldn't really be fucked with that. So now I just let people come to me. But like I remember being on a call and I think it was maybe Skylar brought it up, and there was, I won't mention who, but it's a pro from the UK that he reached out to, and he was like, this pro poses shit, right? I ain't gonna say his name, but it's really fucking bad.
Yeah.
So Skylar reached out and was like, hey man, like, wondered if you wanted some help with posing, blah, blah, blah. Like, I noticed some shots you put up, like, this could be fixed here, 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 here. Just fucking not like a normal dude, right? Skylar's a fucking nice guy. And he come back and he was like, like, absolutely not. I spend all day looking at myself. I've been a bodybuilder for 10 years, whatever. I'm posing in the mirror every single day. Like, I know exactly what I'm doing. Like, fuck off, basically. And he's like, yeah, but, like, that's wrong. Like, if you spend every hour looking at yourself every day in the mirror and you like, you know what you're doing, how come your quarter turns dog shit then? Do you know what I mean? And he was just kind of like, they just kind of argued about it and it was left there. But that's a good case of someone who just kind of says that they're better and is not willing to accept the fact that they can get help. Now, for me, for example, like, I think I'm okay at posing. I still think could get better, but like, just because I teach it doesn't necessarily mean like I immediately close myself off from learning stuff from anyone else.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
for example, even you, Manas, like when I was competing, I was like, fuck it, who wants to collab on a routine with me? Like, and we can just build it together for fun, because like you might think of something that I can't think of right now because I'm in prep and I'm tired, or a transition that I might not think of, because you can always learn from someone else. Like even if someone's been doing it for 15 years and you meet someone who's been doing it for 6 months, the person who's been doing it for 6 months might have found a different way of something. They might have. Like, they just, you know what I mean? Just because you've been doing it a long time doesn't mean you know everything. So sometimes people need to be open enough just to accept help. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you know what I mean? I don't see, like, why not? Like, if someone's willing to help you, they're like, okay, like, I see something that you maybe don't see. I think I could help you with it at no cost. Like, why wouldn't you say yeah? I don't.
The same thing goes for me. For example, I reached out to you for some like questions that I had. I reached out to Sami for some like for men's physique, and even like people like reaching out to me. Like, I'm not. Yeah, I know it all because I'm a fucking posing coach. No, I learn stuff. Like, there's like with my clients, like we're discussing like, how do you feel when you're engaging in that pose? And when they tell me like how they feel the engagement, then I can, connect the dots and understand. And there are like so many different things. So I kind of like learn different cues from watching or listening. Also, like, you can learn a lot of things like from people that maybe they're not even like posing coaches, because someone maybe like found something. And if you're blocking, like, bro, there are no experts. Okay, everyone is student. We are born human beings and we are born students. So we keep learning. We are evolving. There is no like a final level. There is not like a Pokemon like level 100. No, you're still learning up.
Maxed out. Can't
Yeah.
get it. Yeah.
So you're still learning. You are still a student. Continuous education is what you need to focus on. And there are people that they are blocking. For example, I was talking with a guy and he was trying to give me a tip. Okay, don't get me wrong, I'm not the guy that I will block out people, as I said, but if you say something to me which I know the way that I do it is correct, if you tell me like try something else, I want the why.
Yeah. 100%.
So there was a guy trying to correct my side chest pose. And I asked him. He wanted me to push my glutes back like I was sitting on a chair. And I told him, why? And he told me, look better. Then I told him, no, it does not. Like, look at this and look at this. And I'm hitting the poses like with two. Like how you want it and how I hit it. And he again tells me, yeah, it looks better. And I told him, why? Like, you see, it doesn't, like, I can't even...
Is there more detail in the glutes? Yeah, we're getting more hamstring drop. Like, what is it that's making it better?
Yeah. And he started saying, like, it gives, like, more hamstring drop. It gives more quad sweep. And I was like, no, it does not. Like, look, like, we have a mirror opposite us. Like, it doesn't create nothing of the two you're mentioning. And he's saying that he's a posing coach, okay? And he was still insisting. By the way, there was a guy there and he was trying to play the smart guy to me, and I was like, bro, like what you're saying, like pushing my glute back, if we take like the human body and we see the anatomy of it, like even there it doesn't make sense. Like the connection between quad and hamstrings, and if you're pushing the glute backs, it doesn't activate the muscles better. You need to push the knee to the front, not the glute. And I was trying to explain that, and at some point, like when he understood that he was making a mistake, he just turned the other way and just walked away. Pissed. And I was like, bro, like you're trying to. By the way, the funny part is I just went to say hi to him, and he turned to me and he was like, show us your side chest pose. Like with a smart way. And I was like, you son of a bitch, now you're asking for it.
Yeah. Sometimes, man, people just can't accept the fact like they're wrong. But I don't like what you're saying. I don't understand. Like, if you are going to say something, unless it's like constructive feedback that you can apply and like use it, don't just say something for the sake of it. Like, you don't like. For example, I actually had a opposing client of mine come to me for this reason, right? So he was being coached by someone else, and every single day, for example, I think it was his side tricep, right? So he had a call one day, side tricep, and he was working on it, he was like drilling it. Then he had a call the next week, side tricep. And then moved on to other poses, but then he came back to side tricep. And then after he was told he nailed it, he was then asked to make all these changes, right? But the changes that he's making that time were basically undoing all the changes that he's previously made the last couple of calls. So then he's like, he reached out to me and he was basically just like, okay, I want to come to you because the posing coach that I'm with just now seems to be making me do all these changes in my posing, and then is happy with it, and then next week I hit it exactly the same as what he told me, and then he's changing me again, like the opposite of what he was telling me the week before.
Yeah.
So it's like he really didn't know, make his mind up. Whereas if I'm on a posing call and I get someone and I'm like side tricep and they hit it wicked, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, just move your foot a tiny inch just to make a difference. I'm not going to move them at all. I'm just going to be like, you know what, that's fucking awesome. You'd be as well just moving on to a different pose. But you get some people who try and fix everything for the sake of fixing it to make it look like they're a good posing coach, when really some things could just be like left. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to spend all your time trying to correct the pose when your athlete's done it really well, just for the sake of looking like that you're not like scared that you're not making any changes, for example. You know what I mean? Like, I need to be making changes or else I'm not doing my job. Sometimes it can just be fucking sweet.
Also, a coach like needs, for example, if that happens to me and I want to, to change something on a pose that, I feel like it can look better, and I change something and it looks worse, then I would tell him, okay, let's go back.
Yeah. Don't do that. Change my mind.
Yeah. Like it wasn't good. Like the change that I did wasn't good. Like it doesn't suit your body.
I always think it's worth trying to do some stuff, because sometimes you think like, like your side tricep, like sometimes you can kind of, with the leg, right? Either have it across or you can like drop it back and come round, yeah?
Yeah.
Like Dorian style. So like sometimes like with bigger dudes, I'll be like, try it. Try the Dorian style.
Yeah,
and then they'll do it. And I'm like, you know what? It looks awesome. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, actually, that looks way worse on you. Don't fucking bother. You know what I mean? But you've got to be open and transparent. But you get people who, like, for example, like I was saying, who was being coached with other people, but then those coaches are just making changes for no reason, just for the sake of making it look like they're doing something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's hop on a call because we need to change that, but in the end, it doesn't need any change.
There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. But you're just fucking making it out like the other guy's shit.
Yeah, I have seen that a lot as well.
Yeah. Are you guys excited for 5-Finger Death Punch?
Yeah.
I've been looking forward to it for months. I've never really been to like a rock concert, and they're my favorite band of all time.
Yeah.
And it's actually the band kind of like on our first date with Minas, we kind of connected because we both loved them so much. I think my phone accidentally rang and I had them as my ringtone, and he was like, "Don't tell me you like them," and I was like, "Yeah," and it was like, all the lights were like connecting. So
That's awesome.
I'm very excited, very excited. Plus, what are the odds of them coming so close to us? It was meant to be.
Yeah, 100%. He's never seen them together then? This is the first time he's seen them together?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking awesome.
Bro, for me, the first time that I'm going to a concert, especially like rock concert.
First time we've ever been to a concert?
Yeah, man. I didn't go to any like concerts, that kind of shit. Like I was like, if I'm going to a concert, like it needs to be like a good one,
I was going to concerts from like fucking 15.
Holy fuck.
Like every other month. Like I was at concerts all the time, just getting fucked up. It was fun, but like I've been to so many, man. But if you've never been to any, then this will be like really fucking cool.
I
would
have
love
been
to
like
experience
to
it for
some
free.
different, like some DJ, let's say, playing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this DJ or this event is going live. So I was going like to those kind of events, but rock concert never before.
This will be fun. This will be interesting. Watch out! You don't run into like any fucking walls or like get flying punched from like a crazy mosher guy or that. Like, remember, keep your wits about you. You just stand and mind your own business. You get a fucking punch across the face. Or, oh shit! What the fuck was that? Are you gonna get involved in some like mosh pits and shit?
Yeah, bro, I am going to do it. I will be the first one to start it.
Next month's podcast, you'll see come back in fucking big black eye, like broke his jaw. How was Five Finger Death Punch, man? That was good, man. It was good. It was really fun, man.
You know, the space to be bigger.
Yeah, it's back together perfectly, straight as fuck. Punch your teeth, no gap at all.
No, I love my gap, man. I want it there. Then I will need to take off
another
too.
concert and get punched the other side, then it'll go back. That'll be fun. What time are you guys heading to that?
I mean, it's at 6 p.m. It's like 12 for us now.
What is it on for? 4 hours? 3 hours?
No idea.
No? Just seeing what happens.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So it says it starts at 6. From there, we have our meals ready, so we don't have like, all we want to have, like we need to leave like to eat or something.
Yeah, I prepped all our food for the day. I booked a hotel room right next to the venue. We're good.
Ah, fucking happy days then.
Yeah.
Ideal. So is it what you said? It's an hour travel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an hour travel. First we'll go like to a kind of like a mall. There is an outlet mall there, like close by.
Yeah.
So we'll go there like for just a walk, to spend some time together with Cleo.
Yeah.
And then we'll go back to the hotel, get ready, relax a little bit, and then go to the concert.
That sounds fun, man. That sounds fun. You'll need to let me know how it is.
Yeah. You will see. We will upload a lot of stories.
Yeah, chuck it on Instagram stories, man. Just try not to get beat up.
Yeah, that is the goal tonight. Not to get beat up.
Yeah. You might have to fight someone, Cleo.
I don't mind that. That has its time and place as well.
So everything's got a time and a place, man. Everything's got a time and a place.
So tomorrow on the news, a doctor went to a concert and fucking beat 7 guys.
Yeah. Doctor been arrested for grievous bodily harm as she's dislocated a man's jaw. Ah.
She knew how to dislocate it pretty easily.
She managed to relocate it on the scene, yeah. She broke his jaw and then nursed him back to good health. But fucking, that's alright.
Baby, I will take with me like some, to give like invoices as well. I am going around patching people and you're going back and so this is like $200.
To build their insurance.
Yeah, fuck right, man. You should. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, brother.
Well, wrap this up then, yeah?
What?
You want to wrap this up then?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think everything was answered as well as something new that is going to come on. Like, let's close with that one. So, me and Rhys, we're going to prepare another podcast.
Yep.
Which is already going on, but it will be like with different hosts. So I will be the host again, but Rhys as well.
Yep.
And we are going to speak more about posing there and training and the combination of the two and discussion basically to explain you so you can set that like some pictures and we can assess them. So that would be nice. You are getting free knowledge as well out of it. So yeah, get ready because that one is coming up as well.
Definitely. Also, when that's up and running, if you can send me the link to it, I'll start putting up some stories as well with question boxes, just to try and get questions in from anyone that I have over this side of the water, and then I can collate it with you just before, like the day before we go on.
Mm-hmm.
Just collate our questions together, and then we should just be able to answer them all, hopefully.
Perfect.
Wicked, man.
So, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode and enjoy like Rhys Japan adventures, like Dora the Small Explorer.
It's a good place, I swear. Go to Japan, just don't go to where I went.
Just be careful of the drinks.
Yeah,
Be sober. So that is something for you guys.
Don't fucking drink alcohol.
Yeah. No alcohol. Only drugs. So yeah, thank you everyone, and hope you enjoyed this episode. Have a nice one.